Okay, I'm out giving the AR a workout today. It's a LMT CQB 16. Right now, here's my firing position down there by the shooting sticks, and target's down there at the bottom, 610 yards. So I'm just out shooting today, stretching the legs of the AR a little bit. Found a pretty good load. Got my chronograph up and running again. Got a really good muzzle velocity out of the Hornady 68 grain factory match load. Average muzzle velocity of 28.38. So with a ballistic coefficient of 0.355, it's pretty good. It comes out better than the 75 grain load. So anyway, about to take some shots here. I was just about 50 yards below, down the hill a little bit, connected at 575. So I can't really see in the viewfinder. The sun's right in my eyes, but I don't know if you can see somewhere out there. There's a white speck, and that's my vehicle. A little bit to the left, and about 100 yards in front of that is my target. 12-inch steel plate. That's what I'm shooting today. So I'm going to get set up and see if I can get any of this on camera. It's an iPhone, so I'm not going to be able to zoom into the target or much of anything. It'll just pretty much just be able to hear my hit connect with the steel. Okay, I'm going to try and film this and get set up as fast as I can, just so there's no breaks in footage between, you know, my shooting and missing and making corrections and hitting. Like this to leave no room for, you know, appearing that I'm covering anything up. But in the interest of time, if I'm taking forever to make hits, I'm just going to cut off the video until I can get dialed in. Ideally, I'll get dialed in after just a few shots. I'm a little bit low. I'm going to go up, try going up half a minute. My range might not be quite accurate. Might be just a little bit right. drop these shooting sticks down a little bit. I'm straining too much just to get my scope on target. A little bit better. There we go. So what was that? Third shot. I ended up going 14 and a half minutes. I started at 14 minutes of elevation. There we go. 2 shots to dial in. Next 2 on the money. I forgot to paint my target white, so I can't see where they're hitting. Unfortunately, you know, it's a 12-inch plate, so it's 600 yards. You know, it's a 2 MOA target. I'd like to be able to see where my splash is on the plate, but I forgot to spray the target white. So I'm going to move over onto a different ridge line and set up there for another high angle, about 600-yard shot. The setup, I already mentioned the weapon. It's an LMT CQB 16. Scope is a Redfield. It's a Redfield TAC MOA 3 to 9x40. So I'm just maxed out at 9 power. MOA turrets, MOA reticle. So pretty pleased so far. I did throw. What did I throw in? Half a minute of windage. So there's just been a slow breeze coming from the south, so pretty sweet. And close up and move out to the next position. Get up on top of those rocks right there and shoot down at another target I had set up. I'm gonna have the sun right in my face. It's about to set, so I may have trouble getting an accurate lays with the rangefinder from my firing position. I'll just have to go by the range that I got when I set up the target. I ranged those rocks at 606. That's without the angle. So I'll calculate that into the firing solution. But I was just on the way up there and I stopped because I kept thinking I was hearing jackrabbit. Jackrabbit calls. And then I started hearing coyotes. So I stopped to take a listen and try and call back a little bit. But then I also needed the rest. Mid-60s today. Very, very welcome temperatures. But I got to get to the top before the sun falls down below the horizon. I'm at the top, just catching my breath a little. Gonna take a few minutes. It'll be a waste of time to try and shoot right now anyway with me breathing so hard. My first 3 firing positions were just over there on that part of the hillside over there. I started right in that bare patch, moved up a little bit, and then moved up a little bit. So I fired from 350, 575, and then 610, 625 about. So first target was right down there, and up here from this firing position, let's see, my target is right around there somewhere. So I'm gonna get a laze, but it well worth the hike. It's so beautiful right now, so pleasant. Had a nice drink of water, just trying to calm my my heart rate down, get my breathing down a little bit. Okay, so range I got 599, and it's about 11.5 degree down angle, 11.5 degree down angle. So that gives me about 13 and a half minutes of elevation adjustment. I'm going to be try shooting from the rock before I go with this bipod, because that'll be more stable. So I'm just going to try and get planted. I'll use the tab gear bag for a little bit of support, and hopefully I don't blow out the iPhone microphone, because I'm going to try and put the phone right next to the to where I'm shooting from. So we'll see if it works. Yeah, that's a good view. Not really any point in zooming, I suppose. Still not going to be able to see, so you might as well just see the view. Alright. So let's get set up. Let me get my earplugs in. No, I'm low. Yeah, left. Proving to be the most challenging shot of the day, that's for sure. That's my last round. No dice on that one. Okay. I got 3 rounds of 75 grain Hornady. So it's not what I'm zeroed for, but it's pretty close at 100 yards. So I ran it through the ballistic calculator. I got 3 rounds. We'll see if I can make it happen. Probably not, but we'll see. I just don't like to quit while I still have rounds to expend. There we go. Yeah, that one was definitely a challenge. 625 yards, I had no problem, but I must have shot at least 10 plus. So anyway, a lot of fun. Pretty pleased with that 68 grain ammo. So beautiful evening. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut out a whole string of shots where I just didn't even hit. So basically what happened is I got up to this this rocky position right here, and I had, I don't know, maybe 10 shots. I'll have to count it when I watch the video, but around 10 shots where I couldn't connect, and it was like 10 minutes long. So I was just really unstable. I was shooting off the rock, and then I ran out of ammo, and then I found I had 3 more 75 grain Hornady rounds. So I loaded those up, and then I actually shot those last 3 from the bipod, like the shooting stick bipod, from the sitting position. That was much more stable. So I'm gonna cut through that 10 minutes of misses. So I'm not gonna make it appear that I took a couple shots, missed, and then connected with the 75s. No, I fired at least 10 shots with the 68s and missed. But then it was actually pretty quick to dial it in with the 75s. So, quick annotation, and well, I'm back at the car now. It's totally dark. I figured I might as well show the target setup. I had 2 of these set up at different locations. Just a couple steel targets, 12-inch plates. Good times.